Yusuf, Chairman, Leadership and Skill Development Committee at Karnataka State Chartered Accountants Association. On behalf of the entire KCA team, I welcome each one of you for this special webinar, a virtual trip with CA Toppers, which is the first program as part of KCA Success Series. Today, we have 5 VVIPs who are most sought after personalities. They all have a tight schedule. Despite their tight schedule, they are here with us joining online for this unique event and to share the journey and share and celebrate the journey. Before we move on to the main program, I would request the president of KSCA, CA Chandan Hegade, to please share more insight and address the gathering. Over to the president.
Thank you, Yusuf. Good evening, members. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all for today's virtual trip with CA Toppers, a program designed to evoke positive frame of mind which can help students who are pursuing their CA course to score exemplary marks in their examination and to gain confidence by securing a rank. We at KSCAA believe that CA students are not only assets to the profession, but also to the nation. We have a legendary faculty, CA Chandrasekhar Shetty from Bengaluru. On behalf of KSCAA, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. We have with us not one, not two, not three, but 4 All India rank holders. AIR1 Miss Rit Bisalva, AIR2 Miss Malavika, and AIR3 Sakshi Bagrecha. Team KSCA congratulates you for the astounding success, and I extend warm welcome to the webinar. We also have AIR10 from January 2021, Mr. Mohammad Tabish, who is going to be moderator for today's webinar. Once again, congratulations and welcome to Mr. Tabish. We proudly note that most of the speakers today are from Karnataka. We are also happy to note that a student from Karnataka got AIR3 in CA Inter results, which is declared yesterday. To briefly introduce KSCAA, we are a strong team of 3,200 plus CAs. Being among the oldest association in India comes with certain responsibilities. We have been successfully discharging same by conducting annual conferences, seminars, webinars, workshops, filing representations on the burning issues. We extend warm welcome to non-members to join us. Today's program is special because it is being conducted as a part of late S. Narayanan Memorial Prize Fund of KSCAA. It is noteworthy to remember his immense contributions to the profession as well as to KSCAA by way of creating this fund. We are happy to announce prizes out of this fund to the rankers who joined us today. Once becoming a member of the institute, we all are looked upon by the society with huge respect and responsibility, and as an ambassador of our profession, we all have to discharge our duties accordingly. All the students who have joined must be eagerly waiting to hear out from the achievers' mouth their success story. I wish all the 3 toppers who have agreed to be part of today's program all the very best of their future endeavors. With this, let's hear it from the achievers. I request CA Yusuf M, Chairman, Skill Development and Leadership Committee of KSCAA, to take it forward.
Thank you, President, for your address. Dear students and members, friends, we'll move on quickly to the main program, what we have lined up. To take this program, we have a moderator, Mohammad Tabish Hassan, who himself is a All India Rank 10, January 2021. So he's a costing faculty, also an international speaker at ICA Forum. He's most passionate about costing subject. Let's I request Tabish to please take control, and over to you, Tabish.
Thank you so much, Yusuf sir. I hope my audio is visible. I'm audible for everyone.
Yes.
Hello, warriors. Hope you're all doing amazing. At the very outset, I would like to thank Karnataka State Chartered Accountants Association and the Women Empowerment Committee for giving us this opportunity to share, to explore, to experience, and to grow together as CA community. I'll begin with a small story. Imagine you're a very adventurous person and you're planning to go on a trek to Mount Everest. You badly want to go there, experience everything, but you don't know how to go there. What is the steps to be followed? If I tell you, I've got a friend of mine who has reached there, yes, and I can make you meet that person, would you all be excited to meet that person? Yes, you all want to meet that person, know how it is done, what are the challenges, what are the obstacles, what are the secrets, right? So I have with me not one, but three such rock stars who have climbed the Mount Everest of CA journey. They've secured All India top 3 ranks in the July 21 examination. So with a thunderous applause, I would like to welcome the toppers, the rankers, the rock stars of July 21 examination. CA Ruth De Silva, who has secured All India rank 1 in CA final old syllabus. CA Malvika, who has secured All India rank 2 in CA final old syllabus. And CA Sakshi Bagrecha, who has secured All India rank 3 in CA final new syllabus. So let me begin with a quite simple yet a complicated question. All of us are here excited to know about you, who you are, where you're from, what your passions are, what your achievements are. So can we get to know about you, about yourself? So starting with Ruth.
Hello, hi everyone. I hope my audio is clear.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so my name is Ruth De Silva, and I come from the city of Mangalore. It's a coastal city, so it's needless to say that I spend most of my free time and get peace of mind by going to the beach. I have, besides studying, which I'm very passionate about, I also have other interests like I play the piano, and I love playing sports like table tennis, basketball, and yeah, I did my schooling and most of my studies in Bangalore. I did my articleship 1 year in EY Bangalore and then 2 years in a mid-size in Bangalore.
Malvika, can we hear it from you?
Audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, my name is Malavika Krishnan. I'm basically from Palakkad. I did my schooling at Palakkad, Kerala, India. My parent means I did my graduation from Bangalore Christ University. I did my articleship like for 6 months from Bangalore, and later I did it from Kochi Varma and Varma. Like I love to read, that's my interest, and I do bake, cook, and draw, painting, and all.
Thank you. Sakshi, can we hear it from you?
Yes. A very good evening to everyone. Thanks for the warm welcome. So this is Sakshi Bagrecha and All India Rank Holder 3 at CA Final July 2021 Exams New Scheme. And I've also got an All India Rank 15th at CA Inter May 2018 exams. I belong from Bangalore. I've been staying here since last 6 to 7 years. And I've done my articleship from Suresh & Co, Bangalore. When it comes to my passion, I think I have a lot, be it singing, dancing, art and craft, and I'm a person who is much more into debates and creative writing. Thank you.
Yes.
Maybe
So-
earphone use the
So we've had a basic overview or an idea of who they are, where they come from, what their passions are, what their interests are. Yes, we'll slowly ask them more questions to know more about their journey, their sacrifices, and how they've made it to the top 3 in the CA final examination. So the first question, to see the word pass in a CA exam results itself is a big achievement. On the day of results, there are so many emotions going through. We have fear, vulnerability, anxiety, excitement, everything going at the same time. So how was that day for you? How was the moment you saw the results, before the results, and the reaction after the results? Can we begin with Sakshi?
I think this would be a common experience across everybody, whether or not you expect a rank. And to be very frank, it is difficult to expect a rank, especially for exams like CA. So what I had this thing in my mind, I had some confidence I would clear definitely. But when it comes to expecting a rank, I didn't expect one this time because papers had gone quite tough. So before results, the feeling would be we all would be nervous, definitely, because there will be butterflies in the stomach, what is going to come up on the screen. And like you told, the first thing that matters, you see pass at both the places. That is definitely the first thing which even I asked my brother to check for my results. And once I heard what was my total score, I think my happiness knew no limits because 605, indeed, I felt it was a quite huge score. And then when we checked the merit list and when I got to know that I stood All India rank 3, again, everyone was dancing with joy. I think after results, it has been only calls and messages. Entire week, it has been only calls and messages. This is how it sums up my week last week.
So such a celebrity experience. So
Yeah.
can we hear from Malvika?
So, I didn't expect to clear my first group because my first two papers were really tough. Tabish, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So I was thinking like I'll clear my second group and I'll get an exemption in my fourth paper. So my mom was very tense, so she asked me to check the results. So I don't know, out of just curiosity, I didn't check my mark list, actually check the merit list. I don't know why, I just felt like that. And I saw my rank 2. I thought it was rank 20 or something. Actually, I was not sure, it's like rank 2. Then I double cross-checked my rank. Then since I was not sure, I checked my SRO number, my roll number, and my name also, like twice or thrice, or I don't know. It's only when I got a call from Delhi asking for my photograph for the press release, I was sure that, okay, I really got a rank. So yeah, that was my experience.
Okay, so you were just trying to confirm if somebody is trying to play a prank on you.
Yeah, I really thought that.
Yeah. So Ruth, how was it to attain All India rank 1? That is something which might be a dream of everyone, somewhere a distant dream. How is it to live it as a reality?
So, I mean, to live it as a reality would be from result day till now. And to be honest, it still hasn't sunk in. From the results day, like Sakshi said, it's just been calls, messages, and also, since I think there was no All India rank 1 from Mangalore, it's really like a big deal in Mangalore. So even the press has come. And so, like, it's like a very nice feeling, but I'm yet to like digest it fully.
True that. I being from Mangalore, I know I've seen few cutouts in different places. So
It's
it's a
very
true celebrity
overwhelming.
feeling, to be
Yes.
very frank. And it is something every student would be imagining that one day, and probably if we can put in the work, that day could be a reality as well.
Correct.
So going to the next question, they say success is not easy. Every story of success is also a story of struggle, is a story of sacrifice, is a story of the never give up attitude. CA as a professional course is very tough. It demands so much from us, all our energy, all our sacrifice. So how was your journey like? What all things you had to sacrifice to get the two words CA in front of your name? Ruth.
So for the exams in July, I pretty much sacrificed everything 5 months before the exam. I deleted WhatsApp. My phone was just empty. It was very quiet. The only app I had was Telegram, which I used, for CA related news and, these teacher groups. I cut out, I must have gone out just 2 times just to freshen up my mind sometimes. And also added to that, it was the Corona time. So it was, I mean, if I think about it, it's a lot of sacrifice, and not just me, even my parents. I live with my parents at home, so even they have to do a lot. Just like cut down on social interactions, focus on your books, follow your schedule. I would sum that up. I would sum it up like that.
Sakshi, what was the things you had to sacrifice to get the 605 marks?
Rightly told, Kavish, that CA course is quite challenging. It requires to, sacrifice lot many things. And this has been the case since CPT, I would say, because I had given my CPT within 2 months of giving my 12th exam. So it used to be like people are enjoying their summer vacation, which is your after 12th, whatever zone that you call before joining your college. But that was not the case for me because I had to go for coaching, CPT coaching, which used to start from morning 7 till evening 5. And again, when it comes to IPCC, you'll have hectic classes, including Sundays, hardly 4 days. They will give you vacation on Dussehra and Diwali, that's all. And so that's how it has been. Even during articleship, it's like you're going to office, class, office. This is how it sums up your 3 years before the exam leave, basically. So again, like Ruth told, you have to sacrifice a lot. Even I gave up on my phone 1.5 years back because I had tried this trick before during my CPT, 12th, everywhere. I tried giving up on my phone and I found it quite fruitful. It keeps you away from distraction, and which is must because the scores in itself is pretty huge. When you come to specifically finals portion, it is pretty huge that you have to sacrifice lot many things to concentrate completely towards your goal. So like I told, yeah, it used to be like only studies, classes, office. I had to give up on so many friends outings, so many relatives weddings, and so many vacations that I missed out just because I was preparing for CA finals.
True that. It demands everything that we have. But the day we clear, okay, if at that day we look back at all the sacrifices we've made, we feel it's all worth it. That's the beauty. Going to the next question. How have you planned for finals? Finals is such a long course. There is a period of 3 years. Yes, there is articleship coming in, classes, outstation audit, so many things going on, deadlines. What was the approach to plan for finals, and how should a student generally begin his preparation? Can we start with Malvika?
So since it was my third attempt, I knew exactly where I'm going wrong in my past two attempts. So I think that's the first step, like when you have given attempts. So yeah, that was so I started from my mistakes. So I had to correct it. So my problem was that I used to, make mistakes like 3 hour time. I used to make some mess like during that pressure. So I couldn't handle that pressure during the 3 hours. So I tried to improve my writing speed, not writing, my attitude during the exams. So I think that was my first step. So for that, I registered for a test series and I was keeping on writing papers. So yeah, that was what I did for the third attempt, which is my like where the result was shown. So yeah.
So first thing is to accept that. So first you have to accept and acknowledge the mistakes, the little things we are messing up, and only then, the moment we realize it, only then we will be in a position to make it better. Sakshi, how was it for you? The entire plan for the 3 years for CA final. When did you start your preparation? How was your preparation going?
I think it's must to have a plan, like you told, be it academic or non-academic, be it for anything. It's important that you have a plan laid. So when I started with my articleship itself, I knew that I should be finishing classes soon because I have seen lot many of my friends or seniors struggling with completing classes. It just overruns in your exam leave, which is little bit risky because you need a lot of time for self-study also. So I had started with my classes way early with this plan, and I was done with major of the subjects within 1 to 1.5 years of my articleship, except for DT IDT for obvious reasons. And when it comes to self-study, I would say rather than starting during exam leave, ensure at least whatever coaching you have taken, the revision is done alongside your classes because it is quite important. For me specifically, it would be like you should not miss out on the link that you continue with IPCC and that should continue when you're preparing for your finals, because during IPCC it would be obvious that you guys would be studying approximately 6 to 7 hours per day, especially during your exam leave you would be studying for 10 to 12 hours a day. But when office starts, it just goes haphazard. people stop studying completely, because I've been seeing this. And it's like you will definitely do your classes, but when it comes to self-study, I think people completely pause it for 2 and 2.5 years because they don't find time. I would rather say that this is a problem general to all, be it people who are doing articleship from Big Four or mid-size, or for that matter, even a small firm. You will have your own set of deadlines to meet and everything around. So it is important, how do you take out time? So what I used to do whenever I used to find out time in a day, probably say half an hour or 1 hour, I used to just take it out and sit and revise whatever I've done in my coaching, because I didn't want to miss out on that link. I didn't want to lose that habit of studying completely, because it would be very difficult if you start only in your exam week, seeing the portion of CA finals. So I think that quite proved helpful to me, because I could revise every day, almost half an hour, 1 hour. And when it comes to weekends, I would either stretch on my classes, be it online classes, or I would rather revise whatever is already done, or the coaching material part. So that is how I ensure that I'm connected with that habit of studying, probably half an hour, 1 hour, that is also fine, but I'm not losing out on it. So that quite helped me.
Yes, it is very true to stay connected, not lose the link. Once we lose the link, it becomes very difficult. I've experienced it myself, so I'm telling this. So going to the next question. The real beauty of CA lies in the articleship. Yes, the deadlines, the highs, the lows, the portal not working, all of that. So what do you think is the importance of articleship? Where have you done your articleship on? Can you share us any funny incidents? Because articleship is a place where so many funny incidents happen. So can you share one or two funny incidents? So starting with Ruth.
So I did my first year of articleship in EY Bangalore Tax, and 2 years in a mid-sized firm in Bangalore. And I would say, yes, articleship is very important, because doing 1 year in corporate taxation really helped me for my DT preparations. And then the exposure you get in a Big Four is different from what you get in a mid-size, right? So in the firm I worked in Bangalore was mostly audits and all that, but that also contributed to, the writing the theory paper of audit and even ISCA. So I would say articleship is quite important. It helps you get that practical, it gives you the practical knowledge, which makes you studying theory easier. So yeah, that way. And funny moments, actually, I was pretty, I don't have any to share, sorry.
Okay, Malvika.
Yeah, so I my first few months of my articleship in a firm in Bangalore, and later I took a transfer to Cochin Verma and Verma Chartered Accountants. So the firm where I did in Bangalore is TPMG Associates, and after that Verma and Verma Chartered Accountants Cochin. So yeah, I had a wonderful experience during my articleship, because our firm itself, they give lot of importance to, so for the students to have proper experience in every particular field. So as far as fun experience is concerned, I did an internal audit of an MNC. So we were going, like, we had to find some points, and I was going through the reports, and I just found that they don't have a women director. So I was like, okay, I couldn't find a women director name. So we were like so excited. We got a very important point, and we tried to make it a point, but later we got to know that there was a person's name. It was really Chinese or something, so we couldn't figure it out. It was it was a lady actually. So there was a woman director. So it was a joke. Our seniors made fun of us. So I think that's a like stupid experience I had.
True that. Sakshi.
So I have done my articleship at Suresh & Co Bangalore for entire 3 years term. So it is quite important that you get exposure in firms which try and give you many areas, because when we pass out inter, probably it will be difficult for us to choose one. And that thought I had back in my mind, which made me choose a mid-sized firm, which could give me opportunities to work in many fields. So I was put up in corporate law for roughly 13 to 14 months, and then I shifted to statutory audit team, which side by side I used to do tax audits of the same companies. So it is quite important that you get good exposure in your articleship firm, because it definitely helps you in your exam. That is quite prominent. But when it comes to, once your results are out, probably when you're applying for jobs, all these skills matter, whatever you've learned in your articleship, and the way you communicate with your clients and everything, that's quite important. When it comes to fun part, I think I have had many, because the year I had joined my firm, the firm had completed 50 odd years, and we had a huge celebration. So that's when I got to present my dancing skills, singing skills, and we had office trips, lot many sports events where I was asked to play cricket, and I did bat well. So I have many memories with my firm, because there have been lot many activities just apart from work. So this is how it sums up my articleship.
True, that articleship is very important. Some students try to ignore it or skip it or do dummy or whatever it is, but we need to remember that, we may feel we have an advantage for the 2 years, but for the rest 20, 30, 40 years, we would be at a serious disadvantage. This is the only time we can learn, we can make mistakes. Later on, there is no excuse. So we need to take articleship seriously. And I've had so many things, I've messed up so many things in my articleship. I was probably the most indisciplined person in my articleship. So what we had is we have an ID card which everybody is supposed to wear, but I never wore. Only when we used to go to the main partner's cabin, I would wear. So one day our main partner called and I went there. Okay, all of us went, all the articles went. And because I never used, mine was fresh. There was another person who used to wear it daily because it was for 3 years, it was quite old. So the main partner looked at my ID card and said, told the other person, see, this is how your ID card should be. It should be perfect. You should wash it regularly. And the person is sitting next to me. He is very angry. I've just held his leg so that he doesn't open his mouth. So there's so many incidents like that, which keeps us going. Sometimes when you are in somewhere outside, when you're away from the family, that becomes a family and that helps us. So going to the next question. It is very important to channelize our efforts in the last 3 months before exams. It is either a make or a break there. So many students would have studied, so many students would have taken classes, worked hard, but they would not be knowing how to channelize their efforts in the 3 months before examination. Can you guide us on that, Ruth?
So I would say the 3 months before exam is pretty much your most intense studies. So just to make it easier, when you experience it, it's quite intense, but to put it in words, preparing like which revision you're doing. So try to get as many revisions as you can before your exam, and especially towards the last month, keep your revisions 1 or 2 days, just like you would during exam times. So, planning your revisions in the last 3 months, and finding out maybe before the 3rd month itself, you should know what are your strong areas and your weak, which topics you find a little difficult to, I need more revisions for those topics. So that you'll have to implement in your last three months. So I would say revisions, now the number of revisions plays a very important role in the last 3 months.
Yeah, and we need to analyze where we are good at, where we are weak at, what is a strong, what is a weak, and based on that, we need to channelize our efforts.
Correct.
Sakshi.
I would rather narrate my plan, what I did, I think, in case people can take out inputs from it. So I had gotten 4 months exam leave, which eventually turned out to be 6 months because of COVID lockdown. What I had done was, like, since we have 8 papers and we have this ratio of 50 to 50 theory and practical, I had made pairs of all the subjects. I used to pair 1 practical with 1 theory subject, and likewise I had 4 pairs ready. Now the next was I was supposed to allocate time. So I had roughly allocated 15 days to each pair. So I had this plan that I want to finish my exhaustive revision by within 2 months, and extra 5 to 10 days for buffer, in case you fall sick or you just get tired of studying or something like that. So I had kept 5 to 10 days buffer also for it. I was done with my complete exhaustive revision within first 2 months. So while I was revising the exhaustive revision specifically, it is important that you make handwritten notes. No matter you have taken coaching, but it's important there's something that you've written in your hands, be it flowcharts or anything, some codes or, mnemonics or anything for that matter. If you can make out charts and stick around your walls, I think that will be great. If not, you can, note down on the board or something, because it's quite important. You just glance through some 2 to 3 times for 4 to 5 days. I think automatically you will start remembering those important stuffs wherein you're finding it difficult to remember. And while you're doing your revision, it's important to highlight the key terms, because it's very difficult to remember each and every word looking at the portion that we have laid for CA finals. So it's important that you highlight key terms. So whenever you're doing your second or third revision, your portion gets filtered automatically. You don't have to read everything once again. So basically, when you're having your exhaustive revision, just plan what you're going to study for your next revision. You should have this thing in your mind. Likewise, you keep planning and planning, and one day you'll plan for 1.5 days when you're doing your last revision. So I was done with my exhaustive revision within first 2 months, and then I had taken up test series to just evaluate whether whatever I've studied, whether I'm able to recall it or whether my speed is all fine. And then I took up all the previous MTPs, RTPs, and question papers, which is quite good resource, I would say. It is something you should definitely not ignore. Of course, we cannot predict that you will get something out of it, but it is something which is quite important to test your conceptual base. So I had taken up all the previous attempt papers, RTPs, MTPs up till May 18, which was the first attempt of new scheme. And I had revised it completely. And that's when the notification came out that the exams are postponed with uncertainty about the dates. So that's when I felt that I may not be able to go back to the same books, do the revisions again. And so I paused. I took 1 2 days ka break, and then I resorted to YouTube, because YouTube is another good resource. You will have lot many revision lectures going on there, which proved quite helpful to me, because rather than taking the same books again, I resorted to the videos that helped me learn so many things in a better manner, something different, because you will be looking at many different professors who have their videos out on YouTube. So that helped me. After that, I had given one more mock test. I would like to stress on this point that giving mock test is mandatory. It is actually mandatory. If you're writing finals, it's must that you give at least one mock test. I would rather tell two, but if not two, at least one mock test, because it is quite important to test your speed. You would know everything, but when it comes to writing in the 3 hours, trust me, it is not easy. So it's better that you have, that writing practice. So it's important you take up mock test. I had taken up ICI mock test also to self-evaluate whether I'm going correct, how well I'm able to remember whatever I've studied, what are my weaknesses, what are my strengths, how's my speed. So that helped me a lot to evaluate, and that gave me areas where I have to improve. Then when the dates were out, I had roughly 35 days for my exams. So I had kept 5 to 6 days for my first paper, and I had then allocated 2 to 3 days again for each subject. And this time I used to pick up individual subjects, so not pairing anymore. One subject I used to pick up and revise it thoroughly. Like I told, this was the time when I prepared what I have to study for 1.5 days. It is very important. I would stress on this point, rather than just revising. Ensure that you plan for your 1.5 days, that what you're going to read in your 1.5 days, because that time is really small to finish one subject. So if you can plan now that you have to read this particular part, like I told, filtering is quite important. Keep highlighting, make your handwritten notes, so that 10 pages get filtered to 2 3 pages during your second read, and that gets completely filtered to 1 page for your 1.5 days read. So that filtering is quite important. So for that, you have to make your notes. That's quite important. And then, yeah, exams will come up.
So exhaustive. So many students would have got an idea of how to plan their 3 months, what to do in amidst uncertainties. And it is very important to decide what not to do, as important as it is to decide what we are supposed to do. So we need to summarize, we need to cut short the content, remove the extra fat. That's what I say. So because ultimately it all comes down to how much we are in a position to revise in the 1.5 days before exam. If you are in a position to do it, we can crack through. If you are not, we cannot. Continuing with with your question of doing mocks, how important do you feel writing mock examination and revision is for cracking CA examination? Malvika.
So I would say that this time, if I have clear, it's because I was writing repeatedly mock papers. So my strategy was I used to do one time, like I did 3 revisions. So after every revision, I used to make sure that I write a mock. So it give me an idea where I am going wrong. So in my next revision, I make sure that I stress on those areas, and my the way I study itself will change during the the second the next revision time. So through this way, I made sure that I'm very much exam oriented. I study to the point. So as Sakshi said, by like second revision, I knew what I had to revise, like for the for the 1.5 days. So my third revision, I made sure that I revised it only for 1.5 days, and then I used to write, one paper like that. So after everything, I mean, after 3 series, our exams got extended. So so what I did means I took all the papers, I checked it again, I checked all my, weak areas, and I was going through those areas again so that I don't make the mistakes again. And I was writing all the MTPs, RTPs, etc. And when the dates were declared, I studied. I did like 2-3 days, revision of the same subjects again. So maybe total 4 revisions I would have done. It's more papers are very, very important. I mean, it's important from the perspective of like how to handle the pressure during the exam, to improve your writing speed, and to stay like like there are people who come and tell me, I go blank during exams when I see some tough question. If you write more papers properly, then you will not go blank. Trust me, this happened with me during my second attempt and third attempt. People say the papers were really tough, but I could handle the pressure. So that's how important mock paper is.
We cannot stress enough on how important mock exams are. We get an advantage of, we know where we are making the mistakes. We are in a position to analyze ourselves, right, for 100 marks in the examination. We can avoid the silly mistakes which we otherwise commit. I wrote a mock and then I was ashamed of the mistakes I'd done. So silly mistakes. How can I do those mistakes? But it is better to do those mistakes here than commit them in the examination. Going to the next question, one of the biggest problem every student, every youth, every person faces is distractions. So whether toppers also face distraction? If yes, how do you deal with them? Ruth.
So I'm going to be very honest here, and it was very difficult. In fact, that the previous attempts I gave, I did not study because of the low points in my CA course, and I would attribute it to some form of distraction. But for this attempt, I would say I really cut off everything. So I can't stress enough how focused you have to be when you write your attempt. Like you write the attempt like it's your last, and be like, it's only 5 months. Without social media, you will still be alive. You should change your mindset, I would say. For any student that's watching, cutting out distractions is very important. Like that would be one of the top 5 things in your preparation for CA finals.
True that. Sakshi, anything to add on?
I think the common distraction across all the students would be social media, and that was the case for me also. I would take back to 10th grade, wherein I wasn't on any of these accounts, be it Facebook, Instagram, and I was quite excited to get one, but my brother refrained me that, you don't get it now, get it after 10th. And I think I realized that once my 10th results were out. So it's quite important you give up on your social media. I tried this during 12th. I tried, giving up on my social media some 2 to 3 days before my exams. For CPT, I tried it 1 week before. For Inter, I tried it 3 to 4 months before. This time I knew finals is pretty huge. So you have to give up, way before. I gave up on entire social media 1.5 years back. It was not easy for me because I'm a person who's quite passionate to, get dressed, click nice pictures, post on Instagram. You would rather see a new post every week or alternate. So that's when I decided that if you have to give your best for finals, you cannot afford distraction, be it anything. Social media is common. In case you have anything else, you really need to figure out and prioritize CA final over everything. Trust me, once results are out, whatever sacrifices you make, you will just feel that it was just nothing. It was literally nothing what you did. There are so many people who are doing so many other things. Giving up on social media is quite small and it's all right. Once your results are out, for that matter, once you're done with your exams, nobody would stop you from using your phone or from using social media. But it's important that you prioritize CA finals now, give up on everything, and trust me, results are going to be boom for you. Trust me.
True that. So they say if we do not sacrifice for what we want becomes the sacrifice. If we do not sacrifice are distractions for our CA final. Maybe CA final, we may have to sacrifice that. So we should never let that happen. Okay, so we've discussed in detail about your planning, your strategy, your distraction, how to avoid everything. So just to take things slightly off, we'll have a small segment, a short, quick segment. We have named it Me Too. The objective is very simple. We want students to understand our topics better. Yes, I'll tell you few incidents which happen in every student's life. And I want you to tell whether it has happened in your life or not. Answer is simple, either yes, no, or you may prefer not to say. You may tell us skip. Okay, so starting with the questions. First question, whether you ordered the costliest meal in the restaurant, not knowing what it is, just because you're getting the reimbursement from office.
Yes.
No. No.
Okay, so next question, whether you hope that the portal would crash just so that you can go early and you get extension. The income tax, the GST portal.
Yes.
I've done it so
No.
much.
No, I'd
Okay.
rather get it done with.
Okay, next, whether in the pretext of CA final classes, have you left office early telling I have classes to attend?
No.
No.
Okay, I have done this as well. Okay. So next is because we were lazy to dress up or answer, all the questions by relatives, from which college you're doing CA, how many attempts, all of that. Have you told no to any events, just telling mom I need to study? Have you done this?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Okay.
but yeah.
Next, during the postponement, did you keep scrolling through Twitter just so that you get some update on exam postponement?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Not
But
Twitter,
I used
but
to get
Google.
updates.
Yes.
Yeah, but I used
Oh.
to get updates from my friends regarding what's happening in the Twitter. So
Okay. So whether you had any dream or any fear, yes, that you're entering the exam and all of a sudden your calculator is not working, what would I do in such a situation? Did you ever get a dream or thought or something like that?
No.
I had carried 2 calculators to avoid this.
Okay.
Something like this.
Extra caution. Okay. Whether you used calculator in exam even for the basic of the calculations, like 100 plus 400, to be extra sure.
Yes.
Okay. In MCQ exam, was there any question you were absolutely not knowing anything and you've done inky pinky ponky to get an answer?
No.
Yes.
Okay. During your preparation, have you felt so frustrated that you've thrown your pen or book or smacked the door or done something like that?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. But most of us have done. Yes. Some may be exception. I've done most of the things. So many more. The list goes on. Yes. I guess this was fun for all of us, but we had a specific objective here. Most of us have done all these things, and toppers are no different. They're just normal people like us. They've just decided to give in that little extra hard work, sacrifice a little extra, and that's what has rewarded everything. So the day we realize that all of us are normal people, and if we sacrifice, if we work hard, if we decide never to give up, we can be that person. Yes. Going to the next question. So time management is very important, but equally important is managing our emotions. As a student, because it's a long course, there might be times wherein we feel anxious, confused, lost. What are we doing? Will we ultimately clear the exam or not? So many questions would be rising through our mind. Yes. Have you ever felt self-doubt? If yes, what you've done to avoid it? And how important it is to manage our emotions and channelize it in the right way? Ruth.
Yes, I mean, I would specifically talk about how the low points during studies. And I would say that I had a friend who cleared, and anytime I would feel any kind of, self-doubt, I actually even called him after one paper that was a little difficult. So I would suggest having one person as a support who preferably cleared the exams, just to tell you, don't worry, I've also been through that. And then that gives you a comfort, and I think that's of big help. So I would put that as number one. Second is I had this mindset saying the syllabus is so vast, okay, and there are definitely going to be ups and downs even in your study preparation. So have this mindset that you're like, I will take one step at a time, one day at a time, one chapter at a time. So even on the days you feel low, feel like, oh, maybe I missed my deadline. Like, it sort of calms you down. So as you said, emotions are very important and we all are different, like I would manage my emotions differently. So you find out what are the ways healthily manage your emotions.
True that. So it is very important to manage our emotions. Sometimes we may do everything, but we may get lost because emotionally we are not in the right state. So that's the thing. So going to the next question, they say a master has failed more times than a beginner has even tried. So have you ever faced failure during your preparation? Like you're trying to solve a question, you're not getting answer, or you've made a plan, it's not working. You've revised, but still you feel like, why am I not in a position to understand things? So was there any such failures during your preparation? And if yes, how did you tackle with that? Sakshi.
So, specifically when you talk about failure in your preparation, I think that happened to me when I gave my first mock test. Like you told, you would actually get to know that you're horrible when you're writing your first mock test. I was pretty confident that I have prepared really well. I have been self-studying during my articleship. I'll definitely ace it. This was the confidence that I had when I had written my first mock test. And trust me, I couldn't even finish my first FR paper on time. And worst and worst, I've got 36. Okay, I know it's a mock test, but that matters a lot. That just, killed my confidence completely. I just felt I'm so worst in my mock test. What would I do at my finals? That's when I realized that it's all right if I'm going wrong. Rather than cribbing about it, it's better if I figure out where I'm going wrong. Is it my speed problem? Or is it my overconfidence? Is it my less preparation? It's important that we figure out where we are going wrong. Whenever there are low times, while probably, you have prepared that you will finish one entire subject within next 7, 8 days, and you're not able to do it, rather than cribbing about it, just figure out where did you go wrong. You wasted a lot of time in probably watching movies or series or anything for that matter. So when I had given this mock test, I realized that I'm pretty much confident. I shouldn't be overconfident. Confidence is good. Overconfidence is hazardous, especially for CA finals. It is hazardous. So that's when I realized that I have to, concentrate more on my concepts, clearing them, increase my speed. So I started practicing a lot, trying to, put in stopwatch, within what time frame am I able to complete. And I just learned this one thing, that it's important that you have a blueprint laid in your mind before you start a problem on your paper. Because if you just try starting experimenting on your paper, you would definitely go wrong. Just have something that how you're gonna solve one particular problem. If you have this frame line in your mind, then it's quite helpful. So when it comes to low times, I used to do this. I used to take small break. I used to talk to my parents and my family, who used to, build up my confidence, motivate me, and then I used to come back to my study schedule, figure out what are my weak points and work on them. That helped me a lot.
Yes, true. Sometimes we are not in a position to achieve what we expected. We crib, and in cribbing we waste so much time in which we would have done so many other things. So it's important to, if we have committed a failure, if you have committed a mistake, firstly accept it and then see how we can get better. Probably that's what is in our control. That is what we can do as person. Next, one more question is, students sometimes prepare well, revise well, but they mess up in the examinations. They say I complicate things, whatever is easy I complicate things, or I take pressure. So how do we deal with this in general? Or if we have especially a tough paper or a tough subject, how do we tackle that in the 16 days of examination? Malvika?
First of all, maybe like as you said, like 3 months before that, like while preparing itself, you should understand which paper is tough. I mean, which is your strength and which is your weakness. So that will itself help you to to concentrate on those areas more vigorously. And during exams, I would say, like as I said, mock is very important. If you're writing, then you'll understand, you will not go blank. You'll understand these issues well in advance, so that will always have a positive effect during exam. And going blank and time management also, as you said, like so I think that's how, like, and you should clearly work on your weaknesses, and that doesn't mean that you should, like, if you have scored good marks in your previous attempt or something, that doesn't mean that this attempt also you will score good marks. So when you allow time, make sure that you allot equal amount of time for every subject, but you put some specific kind of effort for your weak subjects. And during exam writing time also, your first attitude before writing exam should be like, I'll be like, I'll handle this paper really well. Whatever happens, I'll make sure that I'll do my best. So, and you have to prioritize your answer. I mean, questions. Like, first, you should give importance to questions which you know really well, and you should write it really well. Then you should go for questions which you have doubts about. So that way, you won't feel bad, and you won't complicate the questions which you already know really well also. So yeah.
True that. So mock is very important. And one more thing is, the moment we are entering the exam, till the moment we enter the exam, it's okay if you are underconfident, whatever. The moment we enter the exam and we have paper in our hand, we should feel the most confident, irrespective of whether we know anything or not. We should feel that I know everything, whatever is there in here, I know. And for especially for a tough paper, I would generally look at people around. So whenever it was tough, I know it would be tough for everyone. So everybody would be tense. So that would give me some amount of relaxation. So it's tough for everyone. So nothing to worry.
Can I add something to this?
Yeah, sure.
So as you said, attitude also. Like, I know people like who will be like, before entering exam itself, oh my god, the exam is going to be really tough, and I'm going to mess it up. If you go with the same attitude towards to the exam hall, that will clearly have an impact on your paper also. You should be like, I know well, like, even if it's a question which I don't know, I'll be able to write well. That should be your attitude actually.
True. Going quickly to the next question. So many students are telling that ICA does not allot marks, ICA does downscaling. Is it true? Is it that ICA does not allot the marks, or is it that we don't know how ICA allots the marks? We need to know how ICA is giving us the marks. Ruth.
I think it's the latter. I think it's we don't know how the allotment of marks is done, and that's why maybe when we are writing answers, we are writing in a way we think it's right. I saw this in the practice question, but maybe it's not the way that you should have presented it. So one thing, I mean, there are a lot of material on this online where you check how to write, from previous rankers. Actually, I watched that, on how to present your paper. That is very important. I think you could study a lot, but if you're not presenting it properly in those 3 hours, I mean, you're not doing justice to the hard work you put in. So presenting is very important. And also there is a general idea. I mean, if you look up online, there are pointers that how marks are allotted. You have to underline your keywords. You need to make sure that these words are there in your paper. If these words are there, you will get marks. So a lot of times maybe we think we have written a right answer, but it was not as per the expectation of the examiner, which is from guidelines itself. Like, it's not like from thin air. So I think understanding those guidelines is very important in helping you present your answers.
It would be a grave mistake and an injustice to the amount of concepts and the preparation we have made if you have not focused on how to get marks, how to present an examination. Yes. So we've discussed so many things. We have one big question amongst all the students. What next? You've cracked CA in style. What are your plans for the future? Ruth.
Well, so it's been a week since results, and I'm now still letting everything settle in. I'm definitely looking for employment, so I'm trying to figure out which field. I'm laying out the options. It's too soon to say, it's too soon to give a definite answer, but I'm going for employment.
Okay, Sakshi?
I think choosing what next after results are out is as tough as CA final portions, because there are a lot many options that are laid in front of you from, corporate world, industry tending towards, and be it practice or be it teaching. There are a lot many options open. I think I need to really figure out that what will be best suit for me, and accordingly I'll have to choose one.
Yeah, true. So going probably to one of the last questions. So July 21 attempt was special for CA final because all the 5 rankers were girls. New syllabus rank 1, 2, 3, and old syllabus rank 1 and 2. So it's really inspiring. So we know so many students who have the talent, intent, capability, but they're not given the privilege. they will have to fight for the education that they deserve, or they may have to sacrifice the education. So any word of encouragement to all the girls out there, Malvika?
So I would cite my example, like my mom is a CA dropout. So, she had a very supportive family, but still she couldn't do it because, she assumed some family pressure. I think that's what happens with, a lot of people. So, it's really hard, especially for girls. Like after some period, you have this family, marriage, all these pressures. But people say, there are some other achievements like in your family life and all. But more than that, career-wise, you should have that goal and you should achieve it. And that if you have to mark your own identity, whatever you have, marking your identity, that's one of the most important milestone in every girl's life. So I could say, like, whatever issues you have in your life, make sure that you mark that, you create that milestone, you achieve it. And for that, you might have to go through so many issues, but make sure that, you overcome all those struggles and, achieve it.
True. A salute to all the warriors who are having so many problems in and around and still want to continue doing CA. That's really amazing. That's really inspiring to know. So we have discussed everything, your journey, the planning, the preparation, the importance of mock, the ups, the highs, the lows, everything. To sum up everything, what would be your top tips to crack CA exams? Suppose you're trying to advise your own younger brother or sister. So as an elder sister, what would you tell? That do these things, avoid these mistakes, you can easily crack the examination. Starting with Ruth.
So I'm going to give a simple advice, but a very genuine advice, because if I don't want to complicate it, because passing CA, I'm going to be very unconventional, but it people say it's tough, but it's doable. So first thing is to remove the mindset that it's tough, because if it's tough, then how would they see is how did my senior clear? How did this person clear? So first think it is doable. Okay, that's the first thing. So the second thing is have your preparation strong, as in I'm not talking about how you study and all that, but know what your next few months are like. So 5 months of study, have an idea of what it's going to look like. Third would be to prepare a schedule. I used to write down. Actually, there were times where if the schedule was not on point, I would amend it a little bit. But having a schedule is very important. The fourth thing, which I think a lot of fellow students who have studied have this, is preferring too many books or buying books last minute. I strongly suggest 4 months before the exam, 4 to 5 months, know your material. Know exact, don't get scared, oh, maybe this is not enough. No, trust the material you choose and don't change it afterwards. Maybe refer question banks in the end, but in your last 4 5 months, know this. These are the books that I am going to read, revise, and sit do my 1.5. Prepare your notes. That would sum it up in a few words, actually.
Sakshi, anything to add on?
I think more or less Ruth has covered all the points. I would specifically like to stress that please be completely dedicated towards this course. It is not just any random course. It definitely requires your 100%. Only then you can achieve something really huge. And when it comes to aiming, just don't aim that I have to, just clear. No, this is completely wrong. Aim high that at least you can land one level below it. So it is quite important that you aim high. That's when you will get something really high. If you just aim to clear, maybe you will not even get that in your bucket, So just be completely dedicated and always aim high. Everyone can do it. That's what I want to stress on.
Yes, Malvika, anything to add on?
Yeah, so I think, this is one mistake I committed in my life. So you should study. Like I was during my articleship days, I was so desperate to complete the classes and get the notes done. I never tried to, revise it, like to study. Like I made attempts, but I was not successful in doing that. So just attending classes during your articleship is not enough. You should, sit and study that. As Sakshi said, she said she had a plan during her articleship days, and people should actually do that. I mean, then only you can try to clear in your first attempt itself.
So I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much, Ruth, Malvika, and Sakshi, for sparing your valuable time, for guiding all our student friends, for being so honest and humble and straightforward with all your answers. And we wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. I would like to take a moment to thank KCA and Women Empowerment Committee for organizing this event. I would also like to thank Yusuf sir for being there with us, for answering the littlest of the doubts we've asked, for the silliest of the things we've been troubling him for the past few days. So just a small word for all the students. I always tell, CA is not tough. It is for tough people. It's okay to fall. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to give up. So for all the students who could not clear this time, get up, introspect, know where you've made the mistakes, and promise yourself you are not going to commit this again. I hope that the next attempt would be your best and the last attempt. Thank you so much again, everyone. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much, Tabish Hassan, for viewing everyone's thoughts and presenting as a bundle of stories. Thank you so much for keeping that banter. And thank you all the rank holders, CA toppers, wishing you all the best. And we are moving to the next segment of this program. That is, we have a guest speaker. I cannot say him as a personality. I can say him as a legend, luminary, or a giant, because the number of qualification which he has done, I think it's runs like one end to another end of the page. And one interesting thing is triple qualified company secretary, CMA, chartered accountant, LLB, CISA qualified, MBA, and the list goes on. And what I found it interesting is generally we get this kind of qualification, but something very unique and very different, which I found in the giant here, is that he has done MSc, he has done MA. So MA in English and MSc in psychology. So we have with us Shetty sir, what we profoundly call him as Shetty sir. He's a pioneer in bringing up the CA coaching center, that is CAPS, and he's also founder partner with CAP Foundation, which are into spreading educational happiness. And he's a gold medalist across many professional courses, and he's also a rank holder in many professional courses. So without much further ado, I'd request Shetty sir to please take over. Let's give a round of applause. Shetty sir, over to you. Sir, I think you're on mute, sir. You please.
Yeah. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. I'm audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. You're audible.
Okay. Yeah. Can you enable share screen?
May I request technical committee, please enable sharing to Shetty sir.
Honorable President Chandan Hegde sir, the program in charge CA Yusuf sir, and for the best persons to be on the forum today, the way Tabish has conveyed the program, extraordinary, and 3 girls truly for the women empowerment. Okay, the way they conveyed, extraordinary, great job. Congratulations to each of the students who have passed the CA this time, maybe starting from foundation to final, and congratulations to each one of the rank holder, and special congratulations to 3 girls who have made it to the top 3. Very proud to share the platform with them, because I come from Mangalore. We have a first ranker there. I stayed in Bangalore for last 25 years. We have a 3rd ranker there, and Kerala is very closely connected to Mangalore and Bangalore. So we have a 2nd ranker there. So congratulations to each one of you. And the first session where I am taking a program in KSCA, even though I have taken multiple sessions in Bangalore branch. Thanks for the opportunity given. Okay, without wasting much time, I will get into the program, and I'm so happy that the preparation what I have done, probably it is almost complementing to what our friends have already spoken. Maybe little extra, maybe because I have little extra gray hair. Otherwise, more or less what our friends have already spoken, I'll be adding. Hopefully, all of you are going to enjoy. And welcome to the session to each one of you and all my student friends. Sir, share screen ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ? Okay. Everyone,
yes, sir.
because in the KSCA, let us start with the Kannada. Okay, fine. So congratulations to the KSCA for taking up this initiative and for doing this program. Fine. So let me straight away start. All my student friends who are listening to this session, one of my favorite personality, I normally follow two persons. One is Swami Vivekananda, second is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. My session is incomplete if I don't refer those two people. So today I start with Swami Vivekananda. For all my CA students who are listening, probably it may be relevant even for chartered accountant also. You are what you think you are. If you think you can be a chartered accountant in first attempt, you can be a chartered accountant first attempt. If you think you can be a first rank holder, you can be a first rank holder. It all depends on your thinking. I keep telling this again and again in every session wherever I go. Okay. In the world, there are three categories of people. Americans, overconfident people. They say we have the best of the best technology in the world. 2 flights came and hit the towers, nothing they could do. Japan people, even after Hiroshima and Nagasaki happening, they're still somewhere on the top 3, top 4 countries in the world. We Indians, I love my country. I am India, I love my country. But nevertheless, unfortunately, we are little underconfident people. So probably if we can increase our confidence, probably we can beat maybe APJ Abdul Kalam's vision of India being #1, and our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi is working towards the same. We can become #1 much before 2030 itself. Only important thing is we have to improve our confidence level. Fine. Now, one of the beautiful statement, it is in Kannada. Okay, so maybe some of you can understand. If you cannot understand, also I'll read. One of the beautiful quotation which is apt for my CA students. It says, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ತಲೆ ತಗ್ಗಿಸಿ ಓದು, ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ತಿರುಗಾಡುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. So it says, the book says, okay, so respect me and read. Entire world leaves you, but I will always be with you. That's the beauty of the CA profession. My daughter asked me many times, whatever we study, is it going to be useful in our life? Till 10th standard, what I studied, I really don't know. Okay, definitely it would have added. But what we study in CA course, 100% is going to be useful. I have my students across different streams. Some of them may be specialists in GST. Okay. But sir, for him, why income tax is relevant? Why company law is relevant? If he has to do the taxation of GST of that company, you need to know the basic company law, no? And you need to interconnect his P&L account with the GST turnover. You need to know the income tax. So no subject is unimportant in CA course. Everything is relevant. Everything is relevant. Fine. Very proud about the profession, even though Yusuf sir has told I have multiple qualification, but 2 alphabets which I always cherish and I always wish to be, being a chartered accountant and obviously being a teacher. Okay, so the great statement by Bill Gates. I personally visit only 2 places, one church. The second one is the religious place. That is, second one is my accountant. So accountant means chartered accountant. Let us be proud about the profession what we are talking about. Fine. One small inspirational story before I get inside the main crux. Maybe some of you know about it. A baby elephant was caught by a villager, and he took a small tiny rope, and he tied it to a pillar. Initially, that baby elephant, he tried escaping. Once he tried, twice he tried, thrice he tried. It didn't happen. Maybe for 3-4 days he tried, 1 week he tried. Then it realized it's not going to happen. It continued. Then after 4-5 years, group of elephants, when they were actually passing through, they were shocked to see the big grown elephant now tied a small rope. So they asked, why the hell you are here? Why don't you come with us and let us here? Or why don't you come to the forest? That grown up elephant now says, no, actually I cannot come because I have a rope which has been tied. All our CA students are actually coming under this category. We have been told by someone CA is tough. We have been told that it is not doable. I think Tabish made it a very beautiful statement. I noted it down. Okay, CA is not tough. It is for tough people. Excellent statement. So many people actually think CA is tough. Why? Because when we have fever, we are going to an engineer or lawyer. How stupid we are. When we are having fever, we are going to an engineer or lawyer. The person who said CA is tough, he may not have any idea about CA, but he has already passed on certificate saying that CA is tough. So, my dear friends, don't have the blockage in the mind that CA is tough. I am telling, my friends have already told, I am telling CA is chiller. CA is jujube. Not because I'm a CA, but I've seen thousands of CAs actually making it chiller. Star conditions apply. Now, when I say CA chiller, wow, it's chiller, let me do it. So it's like someone told me marriage is beautiful. I got married. Then only I realized star conditions apply. So here also, the only condition is hard work. I think all our three friends, they didn't speak much about intelligence. I don't think anybody spoke about, even Tabish being a rank holder of the last match, he didn't speak about intelligence. But no one skipped hard work. This is the beauty of CA course. So if you're ready to put the hard work, trust me, things will happen. So first key to success is self-belief. Karna hai, karna hai. So I don't want to mention the name. One of my students, 10th standard, recent past, July 21, 10th standard, Kannada medium, 43%. CA exams, 7 subjects above 60. This is the beauty of a self-belief. Okay, if you are believing in it, I'm talking mainly to our student friends, believe in yourself, you can change the world. Fine. One of the beautiful inspirational stories. I hope all of you can listen to this. Sir, it is audible?
No, sir. The audio is not coming, sir.
It's audible. It's
Okay.
audible.
Okay.
Sir, is it audible?
No, video is not. Video's audio is not fine, sir.
Okay, well, just 1 second. I'll just connect it to the. Anyway, I think maybe it may take a little extra time. I'll just tell you the story. So, what is the story? I'll just tell you. The gentleman is trying to explain. If you can see that there are 2 circles there. So, there are 2 circles there. So, he asked the public, okay, which circle is bigger? Initially, when we see, it looks both looks actually same. Then he said, no, actually the blue one is bigger. So how many of you believe in blue one is bigger? So some people raise the hand. Some people say, no, it may be red one is bigger. Then he concludes saying that both are actually equal only. So both are equal only. If some stupid people have started saying that this blue is bigger and over a product and people start believing in it, that belief will become a custom will become a tradition. This is exactly what has happened in our CA course. This is exactly what has happened in our CA course. I have made some points out of this. So why CA has been made tough? Reason number 1, with due respect, I again respect the sentiment of the people, but let me tell you very bluntly, because I want our country to grow, not with the unfortunate thinking we still continue for centuries. 10th standard highest means go to science. Next highest means commerce, least means arts. What rubbish thinking, sir. I'm using very polite words because we are using this for decades, centuries. Why is it so, sir? Even now, all said and done, people say, no, mera beta, science, 90% aage science hi jana hai. Kyo bhai? So that means the people we all actually who come to the commerce, sir, we are all the second grade people. So how rubbish is it? Point number 1. Point number 2, think for a while. Okay, those best of the best students also would have come to the CA course. Don't you think CA also would have been easily doable? Would have been much success rate? Point number 1. It has unfortunately not taught. Second one, I was shocked when I met some ICSE, CBSE students. They said, no, they are meant for science. Where is it given, sir? Which article of Constitution of India says ICSE means aapko science karna? Where is it given? So even some of the people, 60%, 70%, with the parents' money, they get into science, maybe they spoil the health system of our country. What is the use? So with due respect again, we say we are technologically so advanced, everything. Last almost 18 months, where is the medicine for corona? What are they doing? Okay, what are you doing? The best of the best people are in the science. No, what are you doing? Whereas we people, as finance minister said, 90% of the economy passes through a chartered accountant. Let us be proud about it. And the third important point is CA stuff. So he doesn't know what is the full form of CA. Maybe spelling, if you ask him, he will not know. But he says CA stuff. Come out of this. This is not the truth. This is not the fact. So if I have to be successful, okay, just to add to the points our friends have told, I made some 10 points because in the limited time what is available, I speak about 10 points. First 5 principles, I talk about CARES, C-A-R-E-S. Who cares for cares will get success. Commitment, karna hai. As our friends are told, in between lot of thought process will come. Hoga kya nahi, agatta ilva, madboda ilva, can I do it? This is a common phenomenon. If you get this thought process, you are right. You are normal. If anyone of you have not got this process, that means you are wrong, or you are lying. 100% truth. So, but commitment. Yes, I know this kind of process will come, this kind of thinking will come, but let me now not deviate from my commitment. Karna hai. In Mahabharata, the Karna was on the wrong side. He knew at the end he was on the wrong side. If you would have switched the sides, like the today's politician, he would have been the king for decades, okay, or centuries. But he didn't change because the commitment. Same thing is required in CA course. Attitude, positive. Come what may, come what I say. Enjoy the pain. Okay, the word which I learned in yoga. Enjoy. Someone says, "What's the pain? How can you enjoy?" Trust me, when you're stretching during yoga, etc., initially it will be painful, but over a period of time, you start enjoying it. Okay, so attitude. When you're walking down the street, if crow shits on you, look up and say, "Oh, thank God, cows won't fly." It's crow, it's only little bit. If you imagine cows are flying, how come so much falling on your head? No. So have a positive attitude and respect. Respect education as education will respect you. That's it, nothing else. And enjoy education. And now myself and let's say Tabish, we go to a movie. So no doubt our intelligence level may not be same, but we both understand movie in the same way. Why when we attend the class, we don't understand the things in the same way? The reason is simple. When we watch the movie, we watch with the pleasure. When we read the books, we read with the pressure. Please interchange. I don't say don't watch movie, you watch, no problem, okay? But education also, trust me. So now we have some first rank holder, second and third rank holder. When did KCA call them to the stage today because actually they are the rich people? No. Is it because actually they have got some background? No. It is because of the education qualification. When you enjoy education, education start respecting and be honest in your effort. Put your effort. Karmanya vadikaraste. Okay. Put your effort. 100% success. Jak marke aayega. Now to be more specific, also take care of your health. Extremely important. Okay. Very crucial aspect. Some of us have deferred our education just because of the ill health. Prevention is better than cure. I know. Chalta hai, kya hoga. Why do you want to take a chances? Take extra care. Maybe do some physical activity, whatever, swimming, walking, yoga, etc. Whatever you do some pranayama. Pranayama is very, very important to keep our mind well balanced. And very important, I think Sakshi told this. I stopped using the mobile. Someone told I used only Telegram. I remember one of my students who is the first rank holder all India, Suchi Sodani, if I can mention. She said 4 months before the exam, I had thrown the mobile to the dustbin. That's the word said. And she said the first rank holder all India. Same thing I think our friends have confirmed. I'm telling the same thing to other friends also. Probably stopping the mobile is difficult today, unfortunately because of the pandemic. But you can stop usage of the same, misuse of the same, abuse of the technology. Use it for a limited sense. Okay. In a day, half an hour, dekho bhai. Don't go for Facebook. Start facing the books. Because when you overuse all these things, 40% of the marks are lost. Okay. Just because of the excessive usage. Interestingly, CA student pass mark is also 40. But be careful, 40 pass, 49 fail. CA, be careful. 40 pass, 49 fail. So you get 40 is of no use unless you pass with 50%. And the next very important, my friends who are writing intermediate and final, write all 8 subjects. Foundation, obviously 4 subjects. Because chain is as strong as its weakest link. 7 subject, Ambuja Cement se bana hai, very strong. 1 subject is weak. What is the use? Your 6 months is lost. Okay. Even recent, yesterday's one of the results also. One student got a 117 second group 236. 30 marks set off, sir. 30 marks set off. That's the beauty of writing both the groups. One more student actually 199. Every batch I see the people getting that marks. Okay. 199 and 201. Okay. Last exam. This time I think 189 and 200 and balance 211 on dot 400. Write both the groups. Right? Give your best. Ho jayega. Working notes and assumptions are extremely important CA course. We are not checking your mathematical accuracy. Perfect. Your PUC mein tally ho gaya, 100 out of 100. My dear friends, PUC mein it is not 100 out of 100. It is 100 out of 165. 165 marks question paper, 100 you got, and that too by giving so many things. And they have given so much marks, so huge. And after passing PUC 100, what is the entry for outstanding salary? Sir, outstanding ek bar dekh ke aayenge anta. Wo nahi chalega. So, whereas CA course, if your final balance sheet doesn't tally baad mein gaya, give working note steps. Working note steps everybody can give, no? In every subject I'm trying to say, you will definitely get 80 plus, 90 plus, which is the top rank holders marks. And never let you pass, which will make you say, I will do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow in CA students' life. Actually, today in pandemic's life, we all thought, oh, pandemic has, so we'll work from home, how much time will be saved? Have you come across even a single person in your life who said, no, actually, because of the pandemic, actually, my work is less? Impossible. I say, I'm not telling 5%, I'm telling not even a single person. Everybody is overworking, everybody is pressurized, etc. because challenges are too many. So, most important, practice makes man perfect. Someone asks, what about woman? Man includes woman, isn't it? ICI materials make CA student perfect. Practice. Okay. But and see, when we were studying, with due respect to our mother institute, materials were not so great. Okay. We were studying is not our dinosaurs era, maybe around 25, 30 years, 25 years back. Whereas today, the materials are so beautiful. I loved it. Okay. The materials are so beautiful. The updation extraordinary. Just practice all those things. Don't read. Oh, this I know. This is not going to work out. You have to practice. You have to practice. You have to get inside the subject. So about your excessive usage of the technology, one beautiful quotation I recently received. Years ago, an astrologer told me, you will have so much, you will not know where to keep. You will be sharing, and yet more will come to you. It will never end. I thought it may be something about the knowledge, wealth, etc. Wealth, I'm not concerned. Now, years later, I figure out he was talking about WhatsApp messages. It's of no use. Okay, whatever you straightforward we keep doing. No, it doesn't help much. It doesn't, because WhatsApp University has not made anyone to pass CA degree. WhatsApp University has never made anyone to pass CA degree. One of my beautiful quotations, which I learned from a student. For me, students are my teachers. They especially the right one. It is applicable to every human being. I love this quotation. We all must suffer one pain. One pain you have to suffer. Either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Compulsorily, discipline, okay, maybe attending the class, going to the office, studying, difficult hai, impossible nahi hai. Mushkil hai, impossible nahi hai. But it is much, much, much better than pain of regret. Gosh, I would have taken at that time. Gosh, I would have prepared. What is the use? So better choose the first one, because if you're disciplined for 3 to 4 years, your life will be successful. You don't have to think about it. And you will definitely continue to be in that successful era only. And 2-3 extra points which I added in the recent pandemic situation. My dear friends, the CA students, whatever, no doubt CA courses become easy. If I compare 20 years back and last 5 years back also, it has become 60% standard of the earlier. It is not that it become chiller 20%, but earlier we have to write 6 paper. I think our old scheme paper, 6 questions out of 7 questions. Now it is only 5, 1 plus 4. Auditing theory बहुत मुश्किल है score करना. 30 marks MCQ score, 120 marks you can score, so it has become easy. But please understand this statement. Every next level of your life will demand a different version of you. Now suddenly you say, oh, okay, has become chartered accountant. Yes, oh, okay, my life is made. Now your challenges are more. Your challenges are more. Okay, so you will get more and more challenges. You require next level. So be prepared for the same. Be prepared for the same. There is one more important quotation which I just want all of you to concentrate. Deer has 90 km/h running speed, but tiger has got only 50 km running speed. But still, deer becomes the victim of tiger. You know why? Because we all have the habit of looking back. Looking back. Don't look back. Don't underestimate your power. Just go ahead. Daudo. Okay, you just do that. 100% success. Jak maar ke aayega. Fine. So the beautiful quotation by the great personality, the great human being. Okay, without CA course, I'm telling you. Okay, without your involvement, you cannot succeed. With your involvement, you cannot fail. If you involve yourself, immerse yourself, I say. 4 years. So earlier tapasya people used to go to Himalaya. Now Himalaya nahi jane ka. Himalaya mein koi nahi hai. Ramba Uroshi, nobody will come. Okay, being inside the city, being there, 3 to 4 years, keeping away all the distraction and involve yourself, 100% success. Jakmar ke aayega. This is one more statement someone sent recently. Okay, it is in Kannada. What it says is that trust of the belief ingirbekanದ್ರೆ how it should be. Every day sun sets, but 100% we know that next day morning he rises. Sun rises. Same way you should have belief. Come what may, I'm going to rise. Every fall, I'm going to rise. If you have that attitude, things will happen. This is about the consistency, one of the fundamental accounting principles. Maybe ES1 also we have, Indias also we have. Consistency, correct? No? Yeah. Look at this beauty. Again, I learned this from my student. 1 to the power 365. I'm like this. In Kannada, Bangalore, we say, Gubeta Kutkobita anta. And 365 days, I'm like this only. No change. 365 days, if I just be like this, that's it. Don't bring 10% change. Don't bring 5%. Bring 0.011 change every day cumulatively. It gives you 54% change after 365 days. 50% is the pass mark. This is the beauty of how you keep on adding. As I think my friends have rightly said, many time of late, students attend the classes, go to the article, they won't study. What is the use? CA is mainly a self-study course. So any coaching center for that matter can only help you to understand the things better, but they cannot make you to pass CA. I'll give it in writing. So it is your effort what is required. So you have to do that effort consistently. You have to effort consistently. Now some of you say, sir, I have got only now 2 months, 2.5 months. Will I be able to complete? Read this quotation. If you give yourself 30 days to clean your home, it will take 30 days. If you give yourself 3 hours, it will take 3 hours. We require 3 hours. So 2.5 months है December में sir होगा sir तो दोनों group होगा एक group. You give your what you call best shot with the best possible preparation, things will happen. Be proud about the profession what we are in. So my friends who are already what you call passed out, etc. So I was today my morning I was talking to one of my students, was a rank holder student, youngest partner in PwC. My student, I'm so proud. And he was saying, sir, we want some chartered accountant. Maybe some chartered accountant listening, you can also apply. So he came out of PwC, started his own firm, and he says we are ready to offer around 10 to 12 lakh rupees salary for a fresher. Okay, so there's the beauty. And this is the paper cutting of Times of India. Pandemic situation, everybody is saying I lost the job, I lost the earning. But CA Institute say, look at this, 37% increase in the demand and salary also increases. Are we not happy and proud about it? And this profession, suppose if you don't respect that profession, obviously when it gives so much, you thoda to hard work karna padega, bhai. So little work, hard work, you have to do it. Otherwise, how will you get that? Isn't it? So one of the beautiful concluding statement. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want will be the sacrifice in this journey. So if you don't sacrifice for what you want, thoda sa, not that, see, they said we sacrifice some functionality. It's okay, yeah. 3 to 4 years sacrifice karo. Iske baad be in function only. You be a function, what you call, they will say program management program. You are management function person. Every day you can be a function manager, no problem. But 3 to 4 years, thoda to aapko sacrifice kar. Thoda sa, not too much. It is not like IIT, IIM pressure, sir. It is not. I had one of my students after CA getting into IIM Ahmedabad, but he said, sir, within a week, whatever 3 years of pressure in CA, we have already what you called underwent it. It is not. Thoda to pressure hai, but pressure acha hai. Without pressure cooker also doesn't work, no. So if you want the best food, pressure acha hai. Enjoy the pressure, isn't it? So just to conclude, just on a jovial note, a man purchased a Royal Enfield Bullet 500cc so that he could take his girlfriend for long drives. But unfortunately, he was not, only if you're smart, you'll understand, okay? But unfortunately, he was not able to hear his girlfriend's voice while riding. So he changed it to Honda Activa. He got fed up and got Honda Activa. He got married to his girlfriend, and 1 year later, Tabish, you're married? I don't know. Okay, maybe useful for you. He sold the Activa and bought a Royal Enfield Bullet 500cc again. Okay, so thank you so much to the KSCA and Chandan Hegde sir and Yusuf sir and all the listeners. Thank you for the opportunity given. I hope it was little useful for you. Okay, my only suggestion is, my dear friends, 100% each one of you can do CA. One of my student, okay, he said I passed CA foundation first attempt, intern first attempt, final first attempt, 10th standard he was a supplementary student. Okay, I didn't know it till CA final pass out. So when he could do that, recently one student 43% in Kannada, he could do actually CA with so many subjects above 60. Each one of you listening, with the hard work you can do it. We expect that each one of you to pass in first attempt with the first rank. For some reason, if it doesn't happen in first attempt, don't worry. Even in second attempt, third attempt, we have rank holders here. Success is only delayed. It will never be denied. Success is only delayed. It will never be denied. So I wish each one of you become chartered accountant the earliest, and one chartered accountant in a family, 3 generations taken care. Okay, so this is the biggest contribution you can make to India in the 75th year of independence of our country in the next year. Thank you so much. God bless each one of you. Thank you, Arun.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words. We are really carried away by all the 3 toppers and the moderator. And I, on behalf of Karnataka State Chartered Accountant Association, I thank Muhammad Yusuf and Deepavali Das for conceptualizing this idea of bringing all the toppers together and giving their valuable inputs, and also calling Sri C.A. Chandrasekhar Shetty sir for giving tips as well as motivating all of us. Okay, so thank you so much, sir. Our special thanks to you on behalf of KSCA. Now I hand over the session to Deepavali Das for giving a formal vote of thanks to all of you. Thank you. Mute.
Sorry, I was mute. Thank you, Sujata, for giving me the opportunity to give vote of thanks for today's session. So I was just for last 1.5 hours, I was in that zone of when I cleared my CA. I could actually relive those moments when I got my results out. And I think these are the this is the moment which we all chartered accountant will kind of cherish throughout our life. And that's what I felt in last 1.5 hours. And I believe every one of us did feel the same way. It's never going to change. So, and I really congratulate on behalf of KSCA all the 3 toppers who were there with us today. And our moderator, I think he did a really good job. He could actually bring out a lot of stuff and lot of interaction among all the toppers. And it was quite a fruitful session. And I'm sure that all the participants of today's session is going to get a lot of motivation. And I think that boost, which will kind of keep them moving and looking for much better results for future. So with that, I also want to thank Chandrasekhar sir for his never-ending motivational, speech and stories. Like we have heard it I have heard it 10 years before. Nothing has changed. I heard him after 10 years actually, and I still felt that I am sitting in Bull Temple Road class and hearing to him. Nothing has changed. So that's how his personality is, and I think that everyone has got the same feeling out of it. So with that, I thank everyone for participating with such huge number and making it a great success. Thanks to our president Chandan Hegre, for giving us an opportunity to organize this particular session, which is a very special one. And also, Yusuf, I think the idea came from him. And it was a brilliant idea which came, and I think we all have succeeded in bringing the main purpose of this session. Thank you very much. I wish all of you a huge success, in future. Thank you very much to everyone. Yeah, so we shall close the event now. Please do attend our event, the future events which we will be circulating. Thank you very much.